Breaking news. Scientists have recently discovered the existence of a strange enigma called platonic relationships, originating from a latent gene called friendship. This bit is making less and less sense as I go, and I'm starting to get tired of it after 3 sentences. Hey, welcome to Writing the Wrong Things with me, Alex Hill. This is the last time you're gonna see me with this shit and this shit, because I'm finally doing basic human grooming after 4 months. I feel like there's a lot of people out there who feel like because they have friends, they get to just not put any effort into writing like good friendships because they know all about them. Though writing platonic chemistry takes about as much or more effort than romantic chemistry. Mostly because there's the possibility that you're just writing about like an entire group of people, and whereas you only had probably 2 people for the romance, you have like anywhere from like 5 to 15, in my case, people that you have to form relationships with. Maintaining the group dynamic is really fucking hard, because you have to manage all those people. So I want to take a look at a book that does group dynamics excellently, that being Kings of the Wyld by Nicholas Ames. Kings of the Wyld, for those who don't know, is about a group of mercenaries who used to be the best in their field about 20 years back, but are far past their prime by the time the book starts. One of the members' daughters is trapped in a siege, and the essential premise is he tries to get the band back together in order to go and rescue her. Now, admittedly, Kings of the Wyld is not the most original in terms of plot and setting. The story's one we've seen 1,000 times before, but it's not executed poorly. And the world borrows very heavily from D&D, which, again, not a bad thing. But where Kings of the Wyld really shines is in its characters. The mercenaries have probably some of the best, most genuine banter and well-developed relationships I've seen in a while. The way Ames manages this whole group dynamic thing is thanks in part to the fact that each member of the group has his own individual relationship with each of the other members. Some have stronger ties to some members than others, which provides not only a sense of how the group interacts, but is also what makes the dynamic realistic. When writing about a group of friends, you can't just say your character has the same relationship of friend with all of them, because it's not a Facebook status. Real people have different dynamics with different people and show different sides of themselves to said people, and those sides clash or interact with each other in a group environment. For example, from Kings of the Wyld, the party's rogue and wizard are far more close with each other than they are with the other members, and the warrior of the group has an affinity for the POV character that's noticeably lacking with the others. There's more than just setting up relationships, though. You also have to be able to show how close these people are, and one of the ways that Ames does this is with banter. And you know you're good friends with somebody when both of you can openly mock each other and just sort of laugh it off. Banter is perhaps one of the most effective ways of employing the show don't tell thing when it comes to relationships, as the way in which people banter shows not only their dynamic with other people, but also characterizes them. A particularly witty character might throw quips or lighthearted insults at their friends, while a more dull person might just burst out laughing at an unfortunate circumstance of someone else. And the way you make banter funny is how you be funny in real life, and that's stop trying so hard to look good. In terms of writing, this applies to your characters. The mercenaries of Kings of the Wyld have an endless artillery of jokes to throw at their friends, though even not indulging in that banter characterizes them. For example, the wizard in Kings of the Wyld rarely ever engages in banter since his focus is so easily diverted to other things. But despite this, He's still occasionally the butt of a lot of jokes, but he does understand that his friends mean no harm by it. Also, just because people are just because people in your group or any group are friends does not mean they always get along. Like I said before, everyone has their individual relationships, and two of the members might have a bit of a more rocky relationship than the others, or the two might be rivals, or they might just have different philosophies of life. People aren't afraid to disagree with the people that they're genuinely close with. So, show that. If you want to know more about writing group dynamics or friendships or just good characters, I highly suggest you pick up Kings of the Wyld. It's a fun read, independent of the whole learning angle. And if you've already read it, give it a reread and look for that kind of stuff. I'm trying to workshop how I do these what I learned from X book things. And I'm trying to do this weird balance of, because like these videos are part book review, part like writing advice video, and beforehand I've always leaned more into book review, but this time I'm leaning more into writing advice. So let me know what you think of that. I need feedback to make these more entertaining or just more informative. And that's it for me. I have a Twitter and an Instagram you can follow. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, sucks to suck. Subscribe if you want to see more, and maybe check out a few other videos. But after that, go write your book.